Hello, welcome to my channel, autumnmoonthemage. I'm going to be doing a general love message for Pisces. It will be general, so it might not resonate with you, and if it does not, please do not try to make it fit. It just might not be intended for you, and that's okay. But I appreciate you stopping here to see if I do have a message for you. I'm going to take a look at how you feel about the person you're dealing with, how they feel about you. We'll clarify all of those cards, and then we will pull out a most likely outcome and then oracle cards for advice. So let's go ahead and get started. Can I please get 3 cards for how Pisces feels about the person they're connecting with? 3 cards for how Pisces feels. So we start here with the Star, which is an Aquarius card. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius. Can I get 2 more cards for how Pisces feels about the person they're connecting with? Two more, please. Pisces, how do you feel about the person you're connecting with? Oh, we get the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what else came out in here. Okay. Just checking to see if more than one came out, but it did not. So we get the Star, which again is Aquarius. It can be about healing, or it can also be about wishing. So we will definitely clarify that for more information. We also get the 7 of Pentacles, which is sort of it's kind of a pause card in my mind. The seeds have been planted and you're waiting for them to grow so that you can pick out the best fruit. But it's a waiting card because they've been planted. It's like there's not much else I can do in this situation. I just have to wait and let things happen. And then we get the 5 of Swords, which is a conflict card. But for me, 5 of Swords, I'm so sorry for coughing. I've had like a cough that is never ending, but 5 of Swords is very internal for me. In my opinion, it's like conflict within yourself, okay? A battle that you're fighting inside your own mind is how I look at that card. We will definitely clarify those for more information, but let's take a look at how they feel about you. Can I please get 3 cards for how the person connecting with Pisces feels about them? How does this person feel about Pisces? Whoa, whoa. Can I get one more card? Oh. Okay. We got 3 cards, but sometimes when they fall out funny, it makes me feel like maybe there's something else. Okay. So what we get here, first we got the 7 of Swords, which is a card of deception and about sneaking. And sometimes it's a deception where it's a way that we're deceiving ourselves, and sometimes it's a way that we're deceiving others. So we will clarify that for more information. Next, we get the 5 of Wands, which is another conflict card. And with the 5 of Wands, I often look at this card as a leveling up card because it's conflict outside of yourself, okay? So it's conflict with people around you. And you're fighting them for something, about something you feel very passionately about. And some people consider this like people whispering things to you against another person, and you having to fight against that. And which might be the case. This also just out there because the Five of Wands to me is I think of it as a gaming card. I play World of Warcraft and it's like my leveling up card because it's about like competing and making yourself better. Okay. So this can also be, we will clarify all these, but this can also be for me like thinking that somebody has a lot of people coming after them, and this is kind of like being willing to fight the fight to get to the person, you know? So we will definitely clarify that. Next, we get the Page of Wands, which is a very um, curious and excited kind of energy. The Page of Wands is somebody who is they're they're just so curious, and hopeful, and the pages are messengers, but they're also kind of students. And it's somebody who it has this wand that they're excited and passionate about, and they want to explore it more, you know? And then we got one more card, which is the Queen of Cups. And that's a very loving and nurturing energy. Somebody who, and this could be how they feel about you, or it might be how they see you, because it is a cup and that is water energy. So that's Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But it may just be how they feel about you. They may be feel very loving and nurturing towards you. Like I said, we will clarify all of these. We're going to start with you though, and take a look at that star. Can you please clarify the star card for how Pisces feels about the person they're connecting with? Please clarify the star card. This, I don't know if this applies to you, but every time I go with the other deck, and then also with this deck, when I go to read for you, for your side of the story, I get kind of shaky, like almost like I'm nervous. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it keeps happening. So I thought I'd mention it. Can you please get more information about the star card for how Pisces feels about this person? Well, okay. So we start here with the Page of Swords, okay? Which the star card itself, like I said, could be about wishes, like thinking that someone is that person, that wish come true, and it can also be about healing. But I'm thinking this is less of a healing situation, and I feel like you must think this person is pretty spectacular, pretty exceptional, and that you view them as the star. Then the Page of Swords is somebody sometimes considered like a stalking card because it's somebody watching, right? Okay, I'm explaining this wrong. The Page of Swords to me is somebody seeking information about. Swords represent honesty and clarity and truth. And so this and pages are messengers. So sometimes they're delivering a message of that, but often they're students and they're trying to understand something. And in this case, it's like they're trying to um, well, you in this case are trying to understand this person. You're seeking out information and understanding, which sometimes comes across as sort of a stalker vibe, depending on how you're going about it. But it's really seeking to understand. Then we get the Page of Pentacles, which again is seeking. Like it's almost like you think this person is really awesome, and you're kind of just dipping your toes in the water, trying to find out if there's more here. if they are what you think they are, if they are what you feel they are. The Page of Pentacles is also an offer, like considering offering them something really solid and um, something, being someone that they can count on and wanting to offer that up to them. Okay. And then the last card we get is the Seven of Wands, which can be a card of, what's the word? Like blocking, like guarded energy. But it's also a determination card. So it's like you're going in and you've got that shield up, just to be careful, but you're like, you still want to move forward. So you're like peeking around the edge, if that makes sense, especially with these pages here. I feel like you're really curious about this person and you're a little bit nervous, right? And holding up that shield just to be extra safe. But I feel like that is what is being said there. Let's go ahead and clarify the Seven of Pentacles. There are 3 sevens on the board already. I don't know if that means anything to you. And also 2 5s. Can I please, I'm sorry if you can hear my kids outside my door. They're playing in the hallway. Can I please get clarification on the Seven of Pentacles? Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles for how Pisces feels about this person. We got 1 there. Oh no, we got 2. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. What we get is the Sun, which is just happiness and joy and feeling really like a person just makes you smile, They they make you smile, they make you laugh. They make you want to be a peaceful and happy person. Um, you definitely want to be in this energy. And then with that, we get this Five of Swords again, which we already have for you. This is now this is now 3 5s on the board and 3 7s, if that means anything. But the Five of Swords is again that mental conflict. It's the Five of Swords is described as a defeat card. Okay, this person won the battle, but they don't feel like they won. And but I personally look at the Five of Swords as a mental conflict, like a battle that you're fighting within yourself for some reason. Let's see if we can clarify your Five of Swords for more information here. Can we please clarify the Five of Swords? Please clarify the Five of Swords for how Pisces feels about the person they're connecting with. Wow. Okay, we get another page. I think at this point we have Swords, Pentacles, Wands, and now Cups. We have every page on the board, so one of you might be younger than the other in this situation. We start here with the Six of Swords, which is about moving to calmer waters. It can be about walking away from something. Excuse me, sorry. But it is about moving to calmer waters, okay, coming out of chaos and into calm. And then the next we get is this this Page of Cups, who is offering up a message of love. This can be like something sweet, something small and sweet. Like just barely exposing your heart is kind of what it can be. It can also be an apology. I don't know if that applies in this situation, but that's how I see this card. We also get the Knight of Swords, which is that determination coming again. that I see here in the Seven of Wands. It's a determined energy to move forward. You're definitely moving forward. And then we get the Queen of Pentacles, which might mean that you're dealing with an earth sign that's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But this might be the person that you're dealing with. You might see them in this way. That's a very, um, Pentacles are very, like, strong. They have a strong foundation. They're very firm. They make a choice and they stick to it. A committed sort of energy and consistent energy. So that might just be how you view this person. But you are definitely, you have, you're hesitant in ways, okay? But also very determined. You're very determined to move forward, but you're like tiptoeing in. Even though we have this Knight of Swords, it's like the Knight of Swords is what, um, is maybe how you want you want to charge forward. I could see that here. Possibly that you, this Five of Swords has to do with that Seven of Pentacles and kind of knowing that you have to wait and move a little bit slower towards something, but wanting to move faster. And so being cautious sounds like a Pisces thing in my mind, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know a ton of Pisces, but let's take a look at how this person feels about you. We're going to start with this Seven of Swords. Can you please clarify the Seven of Swords for us? We get another seven. Okay, so we get the Seven of Cups, excuse me, which can be a card of confusion. It can also be a card of having many choices. So if they're deceiving you, it's perhaps being unable to choose or feeling like they have a lot of choices and maybe trying to hide that from you for some reason. We also get the Queen of Swords, which is, well, this might be the reason. The Queen of Swords is someone who kind of who intends to be picky, okay? Which is maybe not the nicest way to phrase it, but she's been hurt and she doesn't want to be hurt again, okay? And so she tries to be very logical in her choice and doesn't want to, it's like, so maybe what I'm saying she because the Queen of Swords is a queen, but it could be a man or woman, whatever, is appropriate for your situation. But they could be hiding the fact that they're being super choosy. Like they're going to pick very carefully. And so they're in this energy of not choosing almost because they need to be particular. They need to be picky. They need to make sure that they're making a choice that serves them, So it feels like they might be hiding that from you. Let's take a look at this Five of Wands. Can you please clarify the Five of Wands for how this person feels about Pisces? Please clarify the Five of Wands for how this person feels about Pisces. Please clarify the Five of Wands. All right, well, we get the Four of Cups, which is a card, it can be about something they're disappointed about. And this might be, excuse me, if this I'm so sorry. If this Five of Wands represents competition, then this might be them feeling like, do you see this person here? I think this image is funny. This woman, I don't know if it'll come through clearly. Let's move really close. There we go. And see, she's like kind of clinging to this man, and he's got all these other things in the air that he's focused on. But anyway, she kind of comes across to me as a little bit desperate. And this might be them feeling like disappointed and kind of, if this is a card talking about competition, it can also be them feeling like dismissed, like they've been dismissed because the Four of Cups often talks about this cup being offered to you and you're not looking at it, because you're focusing on other things. So perhaps they feel that you aren't considering them. Okay, we get the Four of Swords that just came out while I was shuffling, which is a pause card. Okay, taking a moment. It's a physical pause, but it's not a mental pause. Like you're still looking to the future and trying to plan, but physically you're not moving. And so, and this is 2 4s. I just keep getting repeating numbers, but um, so this conflict that they're experiencing might have to do with being disappointed with being on this pause, like feeling like things aren't moving forward with you. I feel like perhaps they think that you have many choices. And also, oh, I just had a thought and it escaped my brain. Okay, let's move forward. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands. Okay, please clarify the Page of Wands. Okay, what we get is the Moon, which is another card of things being hidden, right? It can also be a card of fears, but I don't think that's what this is in this situation. We get the Moon card, and then we get the Four of Wands, which is another four. And the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's also a soulmate card and a card of marriage, a marriage card. And them coming forward with this page, it also feels like they're also, they feel this Queen of Cups, but I don't feel like they're coming forward with the Queen of Cups. It feels like they're coming forward with the Page as well, and hiding that they're hoping for, because this is a card of hope, um, something real. Like they're looking for that soulmate connection. They're looking for that forever kind of commitment. Let's take a look at the Queen of Cups. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. How this person feels about Pisces. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. So this really, it might be you that they're seeing here. The Four of Pentacles. This is somebody holding on tightly to something, okay? For me, it's another possible jealousy card, because when you feel jealous, you hold tightly to the things that you want. Instead of like giving them room to figure it out, you hold on really tightly to them because you don't want to lose them. And so that's how I look at this card. Sometimes it's like a jealousy card. And with what is here, feeling like there are a lot of options on the board and both of you kind of approaching this as pages, I feel like this is definitely them holding on tightly to you, because we get here again the Queen of Cups again, which is that loving and nurturing and like unconditional sort of love, okay? But I really believe that this card is just representing you to them. The Queen of Cups is how they see you. And so, first off, I've said it many times here, but look at this. We have so many fours. 1, 2, 3, 4 fours on the board. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sevens on the board. And also 1, 2, 3 fives. So I don't know if your numerology is this new thing to me. I vaguely understood it before and I've been reading about it recently. I find it pretty fascinating, but if it means anything to you, then you should look up those numbers. Sorry, I had a kid at my door. Can we please get a most likely outcome for this situation? There also, I feel like, is a lot of pause on the board. I don't know, I see fours and sevens as like sort of a pause, but that's just my interpretation. Can we please get most likely outcome for Pisces and the person they're dealing with? Okay. So we get the Emperor card. That was the Seven of Cups trying to flip there, but it went back. Can we please get the most likely outcome for... Okay. Okay. So what we get first is the Emperor. Okay. And this is Aries energy, so you might be dealing with an Aries, but it's also somebody who's very... The Emperor knows what they want, and they definitely believe they can get it, and because they should already have it, because they're the Emperor. It's very, it's also kind of King of Pentacles. They are very, they have all of the attributes of the other kings, you know. They have a lot on their shoulders, but they can definitely handle it. And so that might be either one of you approaching the situation feeling like you know what you're about, you know. We also get the Knight of Wands, okay, which is a knight riding in with the Knight of Wands. Is a very passionate energy, and it's charging forward, leaping forward. So if you are dealing with an Aries, this might be them leaping forward, but it's definitely somebody knowing what they want, believing that they can have it, and charging forward to get it. But then we get the Temperance card, which is a timing card, okay? It has to do with sometimes things needing to pause before they could move forward, okay? And it's also a card of balance and finding a balance, taking the time to find a balance, because next we get the Queen of Swords, which is that person here really needing to be picky and accept only what they really believe that they deserve and that they need. I really kind of feel like this is the two of you kind of balancing things out, wanting to charge in and charging forward with that passion, but finding a balance with this Temperance and maybe taking time to do that, because it might take time with the Temperance card there. So that is what I'm seeing there. The Temperance card, by the way, is Sagittarius energy. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get 2 oracle cards for advice. We also have the Sun here, which is Leo energy. So you might be dealing with a Leo. It doesn't necessarily, the sign of the person you're dealing with doesn't necessarily have to show up in a reading, because this is about energy. more than anything. And the moon is here, which is Pisces, of course. So you might be dealing with another Pisces. Okay, but let's go ahead and get an oracle card here. We're going to get two from two different decks. The first one here is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Can we please get an advice card for Pisces, please? Advice for Pisces. Can we please get advice for Pisces? Okay, when I started shuffling this deck, I thought I should do the other deck first. And then I didn't. I was like, no, I'm already shuffling. So maybe that's what I need to do. So first we're going to do the Lover's Oracle, which is a heart-shaped deck, which is very challenging to shuffle, I gotta say. But we're going to make this happen. Can I please get a card for Pisces and the person they're connecting with? Okay, so the card that comes out, flying out, is this one here. They have very pretty images. And it says balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. That's pretty nice. And with this Temperance card here, you know, maybe that's what you guys are figuring out, a balance. Okay, now let's see if this deck wants to give us a card. Can we please get advice for Pisces? Advice for Pisces, please. There we go. Flip right over. So the card we get, if I can find it, is card number 24. If that number means anything to you, it's the card of protection, it says. Let me read to you the message from the book. 24. And I'll show you the card here. Protection. Your higher power, however you describe this, is a loving and protecting energy. You are loved and protected. Identify your fears. You can protect yourself better. Trust in yourself. And then it says, I am loved and protected. Below that it says, as the lunar cycle comes to the last set of crescents, in this case the waning ones, we know that the dark moon is close, and so is the fresh start of the beautiful new moon. Here's our chance to let go of our resistance, surrender, and let go. To do that with confidence, we may feel that we need some support from the universe, or whatever we believe our higher power to be. That support can take the form of feeling protected from whatever might happen and helping us get the courage to release what needs to go. Witches and other pagan practitioners who use the lunar and seasonal energies are often asked to assist people with spells, techniques, and even talismans of protection. These darker moons and the dark moon itself provide a great time to create and cast for this purpose. An easy way is to plug into the earth, raise that benevolent and loving energy, and turn to the four directions, asking each direction to shield and protect you in your endeavors. Then finally connect with the moon herself, with you as a conduit in the middle, brimming full of power and confidence. Trust in yourself to do what you need to do. There was a lot written there, but the main message really appears to be that you are protected, and to trust yourself and to know that you can step forward. Really, I've been talking to people about decisions recently and how it's really hard sometimes to make choices because we're afraid that we're going to make the wrong one. And realizing that every choice is the correct choice. Every decision you make is taking you forward and moving you forward. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to progress. And so you should just embrace it. Like, make your choice and step forward. So, anyway, you are protected. Trust yourself and find balance, which I think is something you really will find in this relationship. So, that is all that I have for you today, Pisces. I really do appreciate you stopping here to watch my reading. If it resonated with you, um, and you are comfortable sharing that with me, I'd really appreciate it. You could put it in the comments below, or you could send me an email if you prefer. Um, thank you again for watching. Please do remember to be kind to yourself and be generous with yourself and others. Remember that we do get what we believe, and we get what we think. So please have positive thoughts and have hope so that you can have the things that you want. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.